Once, in the ancient city of Rajagaha, there lived a highly learned Brahmin scholar named Vidyaraja. He had spent his entire life studying the sacred Hindu scriptures, the Vedas, and was renowned for his sharp intellect and debating skills. Proud of his knowledge, he believed no one could match his wisdom. One day, Vidyaraja heard about the Buddha, a sage whose teachings were spreading rapidly across India. Many spoke of the Buddha's unparalleled wisdom, but Vidyaraja scoffed. How can an ascetic who rejects the Vedas possess true knowledge, he thought. Determined to prove the Buddha wrong, he set out to challenge him in a public debate. The challenge. Vidyaraja arrived at the Bamboo Grove Monastery, where the Buddha was teaching. With great arrogance, he declared, "O Gautama, I have mastered all the scriptures. I can debate any scholar and defeat them. If you are truly enlightened, answer my questions and prove your wisdom." The Buddha, calm and composed, simply smiled and said, "Very well, Brahmin. Ask what you wish." The first question, what is eternal? Vidyaraja began with a question he thought unanswerable. Tell me, Gautama, is the soul eternal? Or is it not eternal? The Buddha remained silent. Vidyaraja smirked. Ha! Even the great Buddha cannot answer. But then the Buddha spoke. Brahman, if I say the soul is eternal, some will cling to that belief and develop attachment. If I say it is not eternal, others will fall into nihilism. Both views lead to suffering. My teaching is beyond such extremes. Vidyaraja frowned. This was not the answer he expected. The second question, is the world finite? Unshaken, he pressed on. Then answer this, is the world finite or infinite? Again, the Buddha remained silent before explaining. Whether the world is finite or infinite, the important truth is that it is impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not self. Knowing this leads to liberation, not debates. The final question, does the fully enlightened one exist after death? Frustrated, Vidyaraja asked his most profound question. Then tell me, Gautama, after death, does the fully enlightened one exist, not exist, both, or neither? The Buddha replied. Imagine a flame burning in a lamp. If the oil runs out and the flame extinguishes, does it go north, south, east, or west? Vidyaraja was puzzled. The question makes no sense, the flame simply ceases. The Buddha nodded. Just so, the fully enlightened one is beyond all concepts of existence and non-existence. To ask whether he exists or not after death is like trying to grasp the wind. The humiliation and realization. Vidyaraja stood silent, his pride shattered. He had spent his life debating concepts, but the Buddha's wisdom transcended words. Falling to his knees, he confessed. Lord Buddha, I came here to defeat you, but now I see my knowledge was mere arrogance. Please teach me the true path. The Buddha, seeing his sincerity, said, True wisdom is not in winning debates, but in freeing the mind from ignorance. Let go of pride, and you will see the truth. Vidyaraja became a devoted disciple, eventually attaining enlightenment by following the Buddha's teachings. Moral of the story. Wisdom beyond words, true understanding isn't about intellectual debates but direct insight. Humility leads to growth, pride blinds us, humility opens the door to true knowledge. Freedom from extremes, the Buddha's middle way avoids rigid views, leading to liberation. This story reminds us that knowledge without wisdom is empty, and true learning begins when we let go of ego.